Did that answer your question, Daniel, or should we try to find him saying it?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, it's really a shame because I was just really blown away. Like, it's just exactly what I learned in psychology. How
All
come I can't?
right, so let's switch to a more fun topic now.
Where's your friend?
I know. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
more
he
fun
might not show.
topic or friend, something
Well,
else.
this motherfucker.
More
Ladies,
fun topic, I don't know.
guys, it's
A
enough
more fun
already.
topic. The U.S. elections. Everyone loves them.
Yeah, I don't think we had anything to say about that.
Actually, I actually wanted to hear what you guys think. I want to hear predictions on
If they have something
what's
to
going to
say, go
happen.
ahead. There's not much to say about it.
I was probably one of the few unsurprised.
Well, I
think
had
a
bet
lot of people
going
were.
since the beginning of the year that Trump would win. I
Yeah,
actually got bullied
it was not
for
a
having
shocker
that
to me.
position. Yeah, it was not a
I
shocker.
remember saying that. Okay, when the assassination attempt occurred, I proclaimed then
you
he
were
would
the
win.
first to
Now,
say, yeah, that's true. I do remember that.
Well, but you
Now,
and the
he
rest
was
of the
still-
fucking universe. Everyone
that's
was
not
like, "Oh,
true
look,
at
he's
all.
so
Are
brave
you
and
out of your
tough."
fucking mind?
No, the whole
Your
news
favorite
cycle.
guy was telling everyone that Kamala was gonna win.
Right when he got the ear thing, I don't think
No, the
so.
whole time.
I mean,
But
yeah,
now,
Destiny,
granted, back then
Destiny
he was
even
running
on
against
election
Biden.
night at this massive moment where he yelled, "Kamala's gonna win! I'm calling it now!" Even when he
Well, he had been-
even when she was behind.
He was joking for entertainment value.
He had been telling everyone that. Come on, like his
Yeah.
whole
Yes,
whole
but I think
fucking Reddit.
I think everyone understood that he was gonna pull very well from that dumbass fucking shit where he had a bullet wound in his ear and then he does fist pumps and then he like gets walked out.
Sure, but I mean, I guess they all forgot about it then, or just thought
They were
because
smoking
Biden dropped out.
hard. Yeah,
Yeah, they were on copium and hopium, right? Like the whole mix of drugs to
Yeah,
medication
for
that
sure.
would win him.
But I mean, I was confused as to where they got their confidence from because the polling didn't look good for her.
I even on just a different note, the Republicans are going to get in sometimes. And it feels like the Democrats just forget. So first of all, fuck Republicans. They are just liars at this point. There is no other way to interpret. They're liars and cheats. That's what they are. I'm really sorry. I want there to be a different party. I don't want to hate the other party, but that's what they are.
I wish
They're
you guys
liars
had
and
three multiple party system. I mean,
Yeah.
we might be a bit on the excessive side on things,
I
but
at
it's nice to have
least-
some
I
form
at
of
least
choice.
wish that our second party was something other, like an honest position, rather than just liars and cheats.
I've always been on that side. Two-party system blows.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I just wish.
I mean,
that
don't get me wrong, right? Like, if I narrow it
Yeah.
down to all possible political parties that aren't purely provincial or therefore water management elections, we still have 54 of them, right? And like 27 on the ballot. So that might be a bit excessive, but like it's something.
It does sound a bit much.
Well, we have like 5 or 6 in California.
Yeah, but let's
Nah,
be
not
realistic,
really.
though.
Yeah. In California, we always had 5 or 6 on the ballot. Yes.
Well, right on the ballot, sure.
Yeah. But my point is like, even having 2, Republican isn't a real party. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying before is like the Democrats forget that sometimes the Republicans are going to be in office. Like they just constantly forget that like somewhere around 40 to 50% of the time Republicans are going to be in office. For some reason they think Dems are just going to win every year. It's so weird to me.
No, I don't think that's what they think.
They do think that.
They're
I mean,
really cocky, yeah.
Trump was there for like before, like I mean, what are you saying? They know that Democrats know that Republicans
what
can
I'm
win.
saying is Democrats don't seem to be in line with reality when it comes to the fact that Republicans are going to get into office some percentage of the time, which is higher than like 10%. It's going to be like 40 to 50% of the time. But for some reason, Dems think they just have a 100 to 90 to 100% chance of winning every election.
I think you're talking about establishment Democrats versus just the regular Democrats. I think who you're talking about are establishment Democrats and not just the Democrats, like the people on average, you know? Or are you just saying all Democrats?
I think I'm talking more about the people that are doing news and stuff
Establishment,
like that,
yeah. The establishment, yeah. Okay, that's what I
but
was.
I think those are the people that most people reflect the thoughts of.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not someone who lives in the U.S. and who follows you guys all that much. So
you
I
don't
guess
have
sure.
politics in Canada? Like what?
Huh?
I think that the public talking heads, the big wigs, if you will, I think those are the ones that they start a fire and then it spreads, right? So if you have 10 different people in the social sphere, in the news cycle, whatever, saying 10 different things, 10 total, you're probably going to have like 20 things being said, and 10 of those are going to be the big things being said by those big people.
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the thing I want to hear, because I want it to be recorded. I want it to be on record. I need to hear you guys predictions for the U.S. for the upcoming years. There, I want to hear some predictions on what you believe will happen.
I have a prediction.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So my prediction is that because Trump is a failed businessman, he wants very desperately to earn his 200,000. What do they call it? Is it a per diem? Whatever it is, he wants to earn his 200,000 a year. So he's gonna try. I don't know how crazy he'll get because he is insane. But I think he's gonna do his damnedest to not get impeached. Obviously, he doesn't want to die. And just get through this presidential year, probably trying to do as little as possible. If I had to take a stance one way or the other, try not to get impeached so he can just collect his fucking 200.
Okay, so what about the economy and all that kind of shit? Anything there, or are you just gonna say?
As little as possible.
Pardon? He'll do little as possible. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do as little as possible. He's gonna try to sit on his ass and not get impeached. Whatever it takes, he feels to not get impeached so that he can get to the other end where he gets the 200K a year and doesn't have to live as a failed businessman and instead can be a former esteemed president.
Huh. Interesting. That's a very interesting prediction. Daniel?
Well, it's a very vague question.
Tell me what you feel like the direction, or tell me how you feel like the outcome of the next couple of years are going to be like. I mean, you can get a vague feeling of his previous administration, and now a bunch of nutcases that he's apparently trying to put up for nominations.
I think not.
Okay,
I would bet not a shitload will change, but every little move will like be met with people's heads exploding and going crazy about it, and I don't know. I just. Let's see. Like there will be things. There will be things that will be like decisions that will be questionable. Maybe border shit that the deportations would be like maybe one of the things that could he'd be going, in my opinion, a bit crazy on
deportations. You'd have to do like 10,000.
Well, no, I know. I'm not. I don't think he'll accomplish whatever the hell he set forth, but I could see that being an issue that people lose their minds about, and maybe, possibly, justifiably so, depending on how they do it. But I think not that much will change, but people will be in a state of, wanting to lose their minds about every little thing. Maybe that they wouldn't if it were a different, like, milquetoast Republican.
Okay.
And if anyone cares, I actually think we did extra math, and if he didn't do it in a year and he did it in his 4 years, it would be somewhere around 3,000 a day, which is still like really unattainable for him to meet the goals that he claimed about kicking people out of the US.
Maxos, do you have any little prediction?
I mean, he wants to be liked, he wants to be loved, he's a narcissist, so he's probably gonna make a big scene about the deportation. I mean, obviously he's not gonna do any of what he says, but yeah, he'll make a scene. He wants to be liked, and the problem is that then a lot of people a lot of the Republicans are already thinking about what's gonna happen in 4 years, right? Because then he's technically gone in 4 years, right? And also he knows that, and so I think it's interesting because there's gonna be. and at this point, the party is mostly in the hand of people who just like lick his ass, right? So there's, I don't think he means to do anything special, but the thing is that the people around him will probably try to struggle to be on top after he's gone, and so. And so that might create issues because like there might be a lot of crusaders sort of like trying to show off and do some crazy shit.
Well, and the establishment guys just want to survive this
Right,
era
exactly.
and hope they make it out looking good.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's not going to be so easy at all.
Yeah,
No.
like JD Vance, Trump
Mhm.
is essentially modern day Hitler, but I don't mean it anymore. I changed my mind. Now he's the greatest. Now I really like that guy. I can't wait to be his vice president.
I was hoping you guys would have some kind of like outcome that
Yeah, you wanted us to be mad.
What? Why would I want you guys to be mad?
You're literally digressing that it wasn't juicy enough for you right now.
Why do you hit us?
I was hoping you guys would have. All I'm saying, I was hoping not that you guys were mad. I was hoping you guys would predict some kind of like, out there kind of predictions for the.
You're the one that has
But it's hard. I mean, there's certainly going to be something out there, but like we don't know what it's going to be, right?
Okay.
Well, and that's part of the reason the more establishment people are uneasy about his popularity, I think, is because he is kind of unpredictable.
Okay.
Yeah, he's so unpredictable. He's gonna sit there and fucking milk it for 4 years. Who could have predicted it?
But he wants to be loved, and so it's like.
Yes, there is a possibility that his narcissism and grandiosity leads him to make insane decisions, but I think his practicality of wanting to not be impeached so he can get $200,000 a year and play golf with his fucking buddies after this and not drown from his lack of social capital of like say being impeached will probably prevail.
But you're acting like he's so predictable, but didn't you speculate that you thought it was likely he would like go away and be scared after the assassination attempt? You thought he would like kind of like stop making appearances or something, I thought. I don't remember.
He usually did back off after that.
I don't remember that.
He got much more quiet after that.
I don't think he did. I think he was still doing rallies, but he wasn't doing it.
He did do rallies. I'm not saying he didn't do them, but he got much more quiet. He started refusing to do certain debates. He definitely backed off quite a bit, but I don't remember making that claim.
Okay.
Well, I didn't even think it was like a crazy claim. I thought it was like totally plausible. But just as far as being able to predict what he might or might not do, I don't know.
I did make that claim.
He's a bit of a wild card.
If I did make that claim, that is my perception. And I almost wonder if that's what happened, as I said that did happen, and that's what you're remembering. It does seem like he backed off quite a bit after, like, I don't know, the second or third assassination attempt, whatever the fuck it was. Like, he just got a lot more quiet. He was a lot less up in your face. He started to fumble in debates. He just really started to eat shit at the end of the election cycle.
I mean, I don't know. I feel
he was gonna win, but he didn't need any more momentum. He already had the momentum and the kinetic.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't believe that the assassination attempt did anything. Like, I think it's just this was an election that there was no way of winning from the Democrats. It's just like people disliked the administration. There was inflation. Everybody remembers inflation, and nobody remembers anything else. So it's an election that you would have won. I mean, I don't think Kamala played the best campaign, but she did okay. So I think I don't know.
I'm not saying she would have won without it.
I think that the critique that I've heard of her is valid, which is that like she didn't really make her points very well understood.
That's what I'm saying.
Know what she was running on.
Her campaign was just like trying to kind of like make sure that she didn't sound too left wing, or like just trying to compensate on that, which I understand because it's true that
position as being vice president.
Correct. Yeah, but that choice, I don't think that's a particularly wise choice in her position. Like in her position, you're probably gonna lose.
Really for her.
Yeah, you're probably gonna lose anyway. So like you probably would rather take a little risk and go against the administration at that point. Like I think I would have done that. But she has a life after the election. Clearly she was doing her calculations, right? And say, okay, well, but if I criticize Biden and then I go down, I disappear from political scene. I mean, hopefully she does disappear anyway. But
Wait, why?
no, I'm saying that if you lose by having criticized Biden, you are going to be eliminated from the party.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But why do you hope that she disappears anyway?
I mean, because she still lost. So I mean,
Yeah,
bad candidate. Yeah, if he hopes the Democrats win, if he hopes the Democrats win, then I could see not wanting her to be an issue again.
Right.
Do you think that she couldn't win an election, or see?
I think
I'm getting
presidential
so tired.
one?
I'm getting so tired of hearing this from Democrats. It's always like Kamala did something wrong. Now I just said.
And I didn't say. Wait, what did I say? What did I say? I said that she would have lost no matter what. But I'm saying I don't think she did the best campaign.
I'll tell you what I'm saying. Just give me a second. Okay. I just said something that she didn't do great. She's not a perfect candidate. It's not what I'm saying. Right. But I don't understand why the conversation is always on what did Kamala do wrong, rather than maybe looking at what Trump did right.
Oh, sure.
Maybe Trump just had a really good, I'll call it a campaign. The misinformation, like all of the different moves that they made, they did really well. Like maybe it's not that Kamala's a stinker. Although, again, like I said, there was already a thing that I think she did wrong. It's not like I loved her as a candidate, but maybe she isn't what's wrong. Maybe it's just that Trump was more right. I just don't.
No. I mean,
everything on her not winning.
She isn't an ideal candidate, but in that situation, she was the only reasonable option. And like whatever. I mean, the thing is, you're an incumbent. People are unhappy with inflation and shit, and it's like you're pretty much gonna lose. I mean, that's it.
But she's also just not likable.
She's not particularly good. She's not. I mean, she's not. She sounds like some fucking HR, from your company. That's what she sounds like.
How did she sound like HR?